Data is now the backbone of any industry at this point of time.
So now the world is data driven.
My experience with that, I would say that maybe institute or place was not so great.
So how do you believe that data analytics has transformed the HR industry?
That way, I would say that technology can play a major role in terms of managing the data.
A very good afternoon to everyone present here. My name is Dee Sarvani from BBA Semester 5, and today I am sitting with Neeraj Narang, sir, the HCM Product Strategy Director. So, sir, as we all believe in that, so now the world is data-driven. Everybody drives on data. Everybody derives their data, derives their information through data. So, how do you believe that data analytics has transformed the HR industry, and how do you think what are the benefits of it?
I think you're right that data is now the backbone of any industry at this point of time, and the amount of data is being generated nowadays, it's actually even beyond what was created earlier. In last 3 years itself, I think the data which is created, it's double of what was created few decades ago, like 3-4 decades ago. I think the data is playing a major role at this point of time, and HR is on the I would say receiving end in terms of they are able to now take a lot of decisions which they were totally relying on a different kind of information from different areas. They are trying to just consolidate all of them at one place and then trying to see that what impact they are going to create to organization. So main thing is I would say that data analytics is playing a major role. It's helping organization, helping HR to take key decision like what are the attrition rates, and that to what are the trends, what kind of people might leave the organization, and when can they leave, and who are at risk, who are performing well. So it also actually eliminates the biased decision also. So it's helping in many ways to HR in terms of taking all the decisions, and they can keep faith on at the same time because of data which is supporting them on their decision, and also helping them to take a lot of new initiatives so that they can curb those kind of incidents in the organization, like retention. They can just initiate retention plan. They can take initiative to engage people effectively, and the benefits are huge. Obviously, HR is taking a lot of benefit with the data in terms of they are trying to come up with the new way of dealing with them with the employee. They can also identify how the managers and employee relationship is building in organization and where the gaps are. From benefit perspective, I would say that it's a win-win situation for organization, and HR is on the driver's seat in terms of taking decision and being a part of strategic committee. They can just take all the strategic decision for the growth of organization.
Okay. So can you also share an example of how data has changed the way HR and HR professionals employ or recruit their employees?
Yeah, I would say that data, as I stated that, so main thing is, I just give you one example. So what was happening earlier was, I wanted to hire somebody if in my organization, and that time when I went to some kind of, I would say that place just for hiring, and my experience with that, I would say that maybe institute or place was not so great. And still, since I'm a new guy in the organization, but my earlier guys were, they reported the same problem earlier to organization. Since I was new, I was not aware that was the problem. Still, I visited that place to hire that person, and that time also I committed the same mistake. And when I hired, I found that the person did not stay with the organization for long. So I think data, if had I got the data correct and had I got the information beforehand available to me, I would try to only focus on places wherein I generally get the better candidate to hire from. I think data is helping us to be focused and try to see that what are the best sources for me to hire people for my organization. True. And where all do I need to contact for what kind of profile, and where all I should not be there and what kind of profile worked for me, what kind of profile did not work for me, and what are the areas wherein we need to focus more on in terms of improving the hiring process. So I think data is playing a huge role in that. So it's end to end. I would say that data is helping not only in recruiting activity, it is helping in onboarding the candidate, and then taking the steps so that we can retain that candidate for long.
Okay. So how do you think that, what are the challenges? So as you said that since the HR is now data driven, do you think there are a lot of challenges involved in it as well?
Yeah, so main thing is what we call it garbage in, garbage out. So obviously data, too much data is also a problem. The way if you put more sugar in your tea, then you would find that you will not like it. It becomes a kind of tasteless for you.
Okay.
Or so obviously the same way the data which is coming up. So if the data is not clean, if the data is not a quality data, then it is always a problem for even for HR to just come up with the information which they wanted for the organizational growth. So I would say that data, if it is not clean and too much data is there, and you are not able to structure it well, you are not able to use the data effectively. So that could be, I would say that could be a challenge for you. And hence I would say that the data which is there, you need some kind of technology so that you can, using the technology, use that in a way which actually help the organization for their strategic decision. So that way I would say that technology can play a major role in terms of managing the data, and also addressing some of the issues which actually has been there for many years with respect to the data cleansing, or with respect to too much data but not utilizing, and so on. So that way I would say that the data driven is creating challenges, but as well as creating or giving opportunity for to HR to take strategic decision effectively and efficiently, and take the organization to the next level.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for such a wonderful conversation.
So nice of you, and thanks for inviting me here. It's a great experience.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.